Hello everybody and welcome back to DDLC Plus. I figured out how to get to the side stories. I'm going to do that at the end of this playthrough. But, okay, here's the thing. Guys, I am so sorry for my inability to read properly. I swear to God, I am the worst reader you've probably ever seen. I should not be this bad. Also, sorry if you don't like my voice. Yeah. It's kind of messed up right now. Only a little though. It just feels dry a little bit. But hey, what can you do about it? Once again, guys, I'm so sorry about my reading. If it annoys you, just go watch somebody else's playthrough. But I would really appreciate it if you watch my playthrough. Anyways. Who should I show my poem to first? Obviously, it's waifu Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? ... Question mark. Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. By the way, guys, I may or may not have replayed through the entire thing because I forgot to save. And I may or may not have gotten 90% Yuri on the poem. Speaking of that, I should save. Yeah, there's an autosave right here. But return. Anyways, Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ... Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes up with practice. And learning by example and trying new things. I hate how I read. I hate this. I also hope that everyone else is... Can I please read properly? I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people. Yeah, words. I get it. I can't say words. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Shut up, phone. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Look at her. I'm sorry. She's quite obviously best Doki. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? A literature club? Am I saying literature? Ooh. I remember this poem. I remember all the frickin' Yuri poems. Don't judge me. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm as breathing air of the present, but living in the past, the light flickers. I flicker back. ... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I swear to God, it's just me, I can't read. Well, I just don't get read script very, freaking, I hate this, I hate me, I hate this, why am I like this? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Key. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I know the point, because I totally didn't... Shut up. Guys, I think I may be a tsundere. I'm saying shut up so much. I hate... God, Anyways. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Dude, she's the cutest thing. Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Key. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next, Monica? Hi, Key. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course. I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow unless I'm more settled in. Anyway, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Key. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Key. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who's using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive of their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances, not nuisances, nuances. Yes. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. I keep forgetting who's talking. I just don't look at the name. Very sorry about that. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit more biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you to find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that infinite choices, everyone that ever played this game should know it, that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll end up with a big dark puddle of ink. Puddle of ink as well, just in the lyrics of a song, just saying. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm also very, very sorry if I speak too fast. Sometimes I speak too fast, people can't understand what I'm saying. I'm very sorry if that happens. God, I feel like I like Yuri the most because I can relate to her. I'm saying sorry so freaking much, even though I feel like I need to. I actually do feel like I need to, though. Who should I show it to next? Sayori. Yeah, no, screw all you Monika stands. I mean, not Monika, screw all you Natsuki stands. No, not Yuri. Yuri best Doki. ... This is a good poem, Ki. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of a club now. Yeah. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? ... Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but voice crack. That doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Ki, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm going to hold you to that, then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. The sleepy from your eye. I forgot. These are the poems, dude. They're amusing. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I want breakfast. That's honestly... Sayori can also be really relatable. I just want breakfast. Sayori. I can see why people like Sayori. Like, fun, energetic. But also, deep down inside, she's kind of sad. Just wants a friend. I can see why people like her. Personally, in this situation, not my type. Yuri is... yes. It's just a guess, but... Did he wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Oh wait, shoot, that's me talking. I need to read the names. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Yeah, I could see why people like her. I can see why people like her, just not my type. Like a great friend, yeah. A great friend. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. You won't be saying that when she makes you do something. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I wonder who I should write my poem or show my poem to next. Maybe the last person in the club. I don't know. Oh, she's gonna hate this. If I remember correctly, she feels insulted. ... question mark. Key, you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of your first, if you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Painful to think about? ... Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. See, this is what put me off Natsuki. Right here. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. 'Cause it is stupid. You can tell by the music. Just saying. I'm getting dislikes for that. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Owls are good animals. Anyways. Yeah? Told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I prefer that. So, people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make... No, it's me talking. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. Yes, I get that. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Why? Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is really proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. Oh, here it comes. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? Do you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I wouldn't have asked someone who actually liked it. I would have. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Ki did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Ki liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress your new member, Yuri. Oh god, here's the music too. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ki appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Oh my god, this music is actually amazing though. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew so... I forgot that was there. I forgot that was in this. Crying. I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to recover from that. I forgot that was here. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ki started showing up. I forgot that was here. Holy shit. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Ki! She's trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ki. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Key? Well... ... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Oh, it's gonna be Yuri. It's gonna be Yuri! Yuri? Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. And it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? It's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. You don't even think you should. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant, only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling even bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh, I feel bad now. I've got a lot of this stuff. I feel bad again. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Key. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, about your... Yeah. I forgot I was in there. I about died. I'm sorry to get so close to the mic and kill all your ears, but I'm just saying. I would never do anything so shameful. She's fucking cute. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Oh, now I'm remembering the posture joke. Oh my god, I'm not gonna die from that. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Key, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Key! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that was all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Key, it's nice that I get to spend more time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think that everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? That's what I'm saying. Sorry. Well, we'll just have to see what happens in the future, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, we are here. Comfort, dream, pleasure. I'm gonna try to get a perfect Yuri. I'm going to think so freaking hard. I'm not gonna have to think so hard. I'm really not gonna have to think that hard. It's kind of easy. Philosophy, vertigo, horror. That's an easy one. Incongruent. Let's see. Wrath. There's wrath. There's I kind of wanted to just see who has that one, but I'm not. That one. Yeah. Intellectual. Guess who that is. Vitality, unrestrained, defeat, universe, pain, milk, twirl, universe. Beauty, insight, together, sadness, misery, amazing, adventure, excitement, lipstick, beauty, sing, insight, insight. Yes! That was the hardest one. Essence. Heaven sent. After image. But the tone. Clumsy, promise, hopeless, sparkle, lust. Lust. I know Yuri likes that lust. What? What did I say? What did I say? Fuck no! I guess I'll save. The one poem. Is it worth it? I should have saved before. I should have saved before doing this. Why did I not save before? I feel so... God dang it. I would have gotten it perfect. Why? I would have gotten it perfect. I would have gotten it magnifico. Seriously. I hate that. I hate that so much. I'll get it next time. I'm pretty sure there's 3 days where you write poems. I'll get it next time. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Key. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? It's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to take a look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill into the desk. Onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So you're either not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there is one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that leaves only one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yeah? I didn't notice that she was listening. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, Doki, to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. ... Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun. It's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. That's Natsuki there. Holy sh... It's a flap. Yeah. Ow. What was that? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Ah, crap, no one was even speaking there. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. I forgot how funny this game was. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though, huh? Natsuki! It's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. You're just a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. You have Yuri standing over there to the right. Yuri, you don't say that. Because... I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend and I'm saying this. Anyways, Yuri, this is a fictional character, okay? No reason to like, it's like not cheating or anything. It's a fictional character. Yuri is amazing. Okay? There we go. Where'd my mouse go? There's my mouse. Okay. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. Why would you have heard? You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. Oh wait, that's me talking! I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Key. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escape. I can't even act. I don't even. Escapade. Yes. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all, cause tea is frickin' amazing! Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches me an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears to be elegant and methodical. I was going to say something, not going to say it. Anyways. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? That came out as a mumble, I swear to God. Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you off to? Yuri is gonna make some tea, so... Suddenly, I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with me helping involve Key in club activities? Long line exclamation point. My throat is getting insanely dry. My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go again. Then let's go, Key. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Key... Oh, here's this song! Anyway, I get so hyped over the slowest songs. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Also, you're amazing. Anyways, nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Amplify. Just like feelings amplify in the frickin' second act of this goddamn thing. Anyways. I say anyways so much. Your mind turns a light rain into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? A friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Key, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I do my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here, guys. Just because my throat is getting insanely dry. If you enjoyed, subscribe, leave a like. See you all in the next one. Yuri!